Hello, hello, hello. It's foodie time. Hi, everybody. I'm back. Hey, you guys. Welcome to Foodie Time. This is the chat. That's a connect and grow chat. We come on after the Go Live Together crew of Cheryl, Eddie, Cheryl, and Jeremy. And we have a habit of helping each other, supporting each other in our endeavors on YouTube, our cruising adventures, our vacation adventures. I'm actually a vacationer. I'm more of a vacationer than a cruiser, but lately I've been cruising so much because I talk about it every day. The more you talk about cruising, the more you want to go cruising. So there you go. It's just a continuous thing. But if you type hashtag grow in our chat, it will show your link and people can connect with you. Isn't that awesome? I love that. In fact, I'm trying to grow one of my channels right now. I'm so close to 50 and I want to do live chat in that particular channel because it's about food, my favorite thing. But haven't got to 50 yet. I don't know if that really matters if you're not on mobile. One of you experts will have to tell me. Meanwhile, Nightbot is helping us out and reminding us and letting us show our links. So welcome to the chat once again. And today's going to be a regular day. I'm going to actually talk about the group cruises, although I got to tell you something funny about the group cruise list. And anyway, you guys, it's been a crazy month, okay? But we're going to start off by saying hello to people in the chat. First person in the chat is Angie from Whatever Floats Your Boat. Hey, y'all. Love you, Angie. So glad you're here. I saw that you were on some of the stuff that I was on this weekend. I think, I managed somehow to get to the match game. Usually I'm at pickleball. I won't lie to you. Usually I'm pickleball and I'm lurking, not saying anything, just kind of watching how it goes because I love Scott and the rest of the crew, like Carnival Cruise addicts. I love them. Liz and Chris are hilarious to me, and Greg and Michelle. And everybody else that shows up there. I love that. So if you haven't seen Match Game on Friday night, oh, you're really missing it. Even Jorge, who is not a YouTube person by any means, watches Match Game with me and sometimes tries to match stuff. Although he never gets the sausage answer. There you go. You have to be part of our crew to know that sausage is usually an answer. But anyway, I enjoy it. But I saw a bunch of people this weekend because the weekend, I don't know about y'all, is when I catch up on all the stuff I missed during the week, because life goes on. You got to do your stuff. You can't always be there, even though you want to be, but you can always catch up on the replay, right? Speaking of replay, if you're not here for the live chat, be sure to look at the live chat replay. And if you comment in the replay, please type hashtag replay so I can welcome you to the chat and welcome you into our community. Thank you. That's my commercial. Anyway, next we have Life with Tanisha RN. Hi, Life with Tanisha RN. And wonderful thing that she does is she tells us what today is. Now, a lot of y'all are having gloomy days like me because the weather was bad. Did y'all get weather last night? I know you did, Angie, because you live like right across the bridge from me. But we'll talk about that too. But she says that today, good morning, happy National Crayon Day. I've been hearing about crayons all day, and whenever you start talking about crayons, it takes you back to the big fat crayons, the little skinny crayons, the giant box of crayons, which I love the giant box of crayons, yeah. I would have to admit that. That's my thing. I like all the extra colors, okay? So my favorite crayon is any crayon that doesn't just say one word. It has to be some kind of blue. It has to be some kind of purple. That's me. But thank you for that. National Prom Day. It's getting close to prom. Because in the stores you see all the beautiful dresses. So I do love National Prom Day. It takes you back to being a kid again. National Clams on the Half Shell Day. I have never had that. That's a pretty cool day for today. National Bunsen Burner Day. I've done that. Bunsen burner incidents, right? Love me some Bunsen burner. Oh my gosh. I'm not a pyromaniac. Really, I'm not. But I love playing with that thing. So I don't know what to say about that. And National Tater Day speaks to my heart. Potatoes are my thing. National Tater Day, yes. Tater tots, taters, any way you like them. That's a good day. Happy last day of March. Yay! Happy last day of March. Thank God this was an awful month. I don't know what happened, but March was just bad. I'm sorry. So many things happened this month, y'all. There was an earthquake in Thailand, and I don't know if any of y'all are friends with Grounded Life Travel, but they were there. Yes, I had to go check on my friends, another YouTube channel that I watch. And not only that, her father passed, my father passed, her father passed. We always have a lot of weird things in common, but that was just sad. Any way you look at it, they had a bad month, okay? But anyway, we're going to continue on. Everybody's saying hello. Tanisha Touch, hashtag grow. Please remember to click the like button. Yay. They're saying hello, hello. LOL sausage. Right, sausage. Sausage. Sausage is usually the answer. Good morning, Najuma Brown. Welcome into the chat. She says good morning to everybody. The giant box. Yes, Angie. Whatever floaty boaty, as Scott calls you. The giant box of crayons with the sharpener. Because, there's nothing better than a sharpened crayon when you're trying to color the lines and stuff. I know, right? That was my thing. You too. I see that we have that in common. So, oh my gosh, it's Scotty J Travels. Welcome, Scotty. Welcome, my new friend. We just connected yesterday. Scotty's awesome. I watched his video, Scotty. I love you. I got to tell you now, there's another Scott in my life. But anyway, Scotty's great. Scotty's new to the channel, so great. Welcome to the chat. This is a Connect and Grow chat. We help people to grow their channel. I don't know if you guys are really trying to do that, but if you are, type hashtag grow and it'll show us your link so everybody else can connect to you like I did. Thank you, Scotty. He says, oh my gosh, hey, whoop, 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 whoop. He says, whoop, whoop. Hi, Scotty. I'm a giggly person, friendly, kind of crazy. It's been a crazy month, I'm going to tell you. But I'm so glad you're here. And like I said, we're going to help you grow and support the community, and the community will come back 4 times heavier. I mean, this community is a loving community. So you're in the right place, Scotty. I am so glad to see you. But anyway, I'm going to show you. I'm going to type hashtag grow on my other channel right now. So let's see if that works. Okay, so I think I typed it. Good grief. Who knows what happened? The other channel is a little weird. I heard Jeremy saying, I can't find your channel. I'm like, well, that's because it's only got 39 subscribers. It's a food channel. I thought I typed it. I guess it typed somewhere. Oh, Scott, Nightbox can only do one thing at a time. So he typed his, I typed mine. Mine probably got bumped. I don't know. We'll try it again. I'll try it again. But anyway, thank you, Scotty. He says, oh, look, see, sorry, I already subbed to you. that's Angie from Whatever Floats Your Boat. But yeah, everybody say hello. And then he says, you and I, girl, we're about to show out. Yes, we are. That's great. That's great. Everybody's saying hello to him and already sub. I'm going to try and do, the reason my hashtag grow didn't go is because I didn't hit the send button. I missed it. Yeah, so there it is. But yeah, if you are not subscribed to my Foodies Food Life channel, please do. I do reciprocate. And please comment, so I will reciprocate. Okay. Please comment, because people come there a lot of people come there that are just interested in food and talking about health, because it's it's not really about food. It's about food and affecting your health with food, because I believe food heals and poisons you, depending on which way you go. So that's what that's about. But anyway, and Tanisha just subbed. Hey, yay. Thank you, Tanisha. You guys be sure and hit the thumbs up button. Thank you. On the go live together, which is what we do before we come here, Scotty. I think they're still talking. I don't know. I don't have them up on my extra channel like I usually do, because I've been worried about, we had weather last night. Whenever we have weather, my internet gets affected the next day. It's crazy. So the weather, we had tornado warnings. We had all kinds of stuff twirling around last night. I haven't even looked outside to see what has come up missing on my deck, probably something. But the weather affects my internet because I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. It's not exactly a big city. It's a city, but it's not, and our internet can be kind of fickle. So I turn off everything to try to keep, a lot of extra space for my internet so it doesn't get too crowded in my house. On the router. Okay, just subbed. Oh, thank you, Tanisha. Subbed. Thank you, Angie. But anyway, when the Go Live Together crew gets here, you might have to type hashtag girl again, Scotty. We do tend to get a raid from them when they're done. Eddie's not there today. Well, he was there, but he had to leave. And oddly enough, I missed it. Oh, they're ending their show now, Jeremy and Cheryl. I missed one reason why Eddie was leaving today, because I was running around chasing the new puppy that I have and totally missed all that. See, there we go. Controversial Cruising. Welcome to the chat. That's the other Scott. Scott, there's another Scott in my life now. Scott, meet Scotty J Travels. GLT Ray, that's the Go Live Together crew. He's connecting with me. I'm connecting with him. I don't know, Scotty, are you already connected with this community? I can't remember what show we met on. There it is. We met on Scott's show. Awesome. But yeah, I know Scotty J well. Okay. He's driving and listening. Scott. Yeah, that's my buddy Scott. Yeah. So we have the same buddy. I'm so glad that I met you on Scott's chat. Now, Scott is hard to follow. I don't even try to follow him. I have notifications on, but I see Scott of Controversial Cruising on just about every chat that I get on. The only chat I have not seen you on yet, Scott, here's a challenge for you, was Edna's World. I don't know if you're on her chat or not, but I go to Edna. Edna is a sweetie pie. I love her. I go to her chat a lot, but we have a lot of chats and a lot of things in our community. So it's hard to keep up with everybody. Even when you have the notifications on, there's just so many notifications. But it's a good thing because it gives us an opportunity to speak to each other almost every day. Eddie started a chat last night, a Sunday night at 8 o'clock. And that was going to be hard for me because on Sunday night, I have a tendency to be playing pickleball, just like Friday night. So I'm going to try and lurk and see Eddie's new chat. He was doing news, and I love talking about cruise news. So, I love that. Wind Down Wednesday. Is Wind Down Wednesday also involved drinking wines? Just asking for a friend. Anyway, just asking for a friend. I'm not a wino, I swear. No, when I start saying that, Scotty says, me too. Talking about, I know him well. What's up, Scotty J? Tanisha, Scott's saying hello to everybody. Yeah, he is all over the place. Scott says, I go after I'm live with Bill. I go after I'm live with Bill. You go where? Ryan, PK Adventure Travels. Hi, Ryan. Welcome to the chat from the Go Live crew. Probably. Oh, look, Scott says, I love Miss Edna. I cruise with her in Margaritaville. Why did I not know that? But yes, he knows everybody. Ryan and Scott, I see them everywhere that I go. So even though I have on notifications to get information about their particular stuff, I still see them in everybody else's chat. So that's great. Yeah, I love Miss Edna too. You know, she's so sweet. Even though she had so many people in her chat, she stopped and subbed to me like immediately. And then she had everybody else sub to me immediately. And I was like, wow. And that was when I was under 500, subscribers. It took me right over 500 subscribers, but I love Miss Edna. Scott, Angie, everybody knows each other except for Scotty J. Ryan, I don't know if you know Scotty J, but Scotty, you need to connect with Ryan. Ryan is awesome. Ryan shows up. This crew right here, they show up. These are the faithful people here. They show up in your chat. They come and they say hello. They spread the love. I love it. Okay, there's Nightbot reminding everybody. Oh, you know PK. Scotty, how did we not know each other then? Oh my gosh, I don't know how I missed you all this time. It's probably because your name is Scotty, because there's a lot of Scotts in this community. I mean, there's Scott McNeil, Scotty from Arizona. Is that you cruising, controversial cruising? Are you Scotty from Arizona? Tanisha Scott subbed with Tanisha. Boot, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, boot. I love Scott. Scotty J Travels has a lot of energy. He has a lot of energy. I love that. Hashtag grow for Angie. Oh, I've got you for life. Thank you. I love Scots. I'm Scottish. I really am. But that's kind of funny, though. I know I don't look Scottish. And Scott from Arizona says he's also Scottish, and he doesn't look Scottish either. But both of us are Scottish. Anyway, so let me just talk about some things that were on my mind today. As I start off the day this morning. I got up early or didn't sleep. I don't know which one it was, but it's 7:30. I was on Eddie's show. Anybody else who was there saw me and went, Vicky's up. No. Yeah, by the way, Scotty, my real name is Vicky. People call me Foodie. It doesn't matter. Call me Foodie. It's real. It's true. I am a foodie. But I got up and I was listening to Eddie, and Eddie was talking about something we had talked about, which was funny. He probably does this a lot, and then I miss it because I'm not awake. But he was talking about my foodie food life advice to him, which was to take some acacia powder to kind of get the sugar cravings out of his body. So this is what I talk about. Things I have found out in my old years of living and eating too much sugar. There are ways to get sugar cravings out of your system. So I told Eddie, and I heard him say this morning that I don't crave sugar like I used to. And I was like, Eddie, oh my gosh, why didn't you tell me? It's working. Then he told me he was taking a tablespoon. I think he said a tablespoon. Start off with a teaspoon. If you start with acacia powder, start off with a teaspoon. It is a very effective at messing with your gut. I mean, it will add the prebiotics to make the probiotics in your gut. But start at a teaspoon. I hope he did that, but I don't know. He said he was doing a tablespoon twice a day. That's a lot. That's more than I do, actually. But it's helping him, and I'm so glad about it. I feel good that I helped one person that I love to get rid of the sugar cravings, make a healthier gut. He's losing weight. Woohoo! Go on, Eddie. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the chat because I just totally got off. Thank you, thank you. Everybody's thanking each other. That's great. Ryan says, for some reason, I'm not linked up with you, Scotty J Travels. Fixing that now, Ryan said from PK Adventure Travels. That's great. Lady V. Yes. Awesome. So there's Ryan's link. Scotty says, I'm Scotty. My hubby is the J Jams. James. Jams? J J Ames. J Ames. Okay, I get it right. Yeah, I've seen him. Like I said, you guys are so cool. I've watched the videos. I did not know what his name was though. But anyway, James. Okay. James. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, you're stuck with me for life too. Ask anybody. I'm the type of person. Well, let me put this another way. I'm a senior, so I tend to forget names, but I will always remember who you are when you're talking to me. I may forget what the name of your channel is. I may forget your real name, but I do watch your videos, so I know who you are. Okay, and then Tanisha says, nice to meet you both, Scotty and James. Go and check him out. Well, you've already subbed, so you will get his notifications. And then Tanisha says, we're all stuck together for life. Yes, we are. And we are on a mission. And this is something we talk about just about every chat. And I'm on here, by the way, Scotty, every day. So every morning from 10 to 11, I'm here talking about our community. And one thing that we do is we try to help each other. They were talking on the Go Live Together chat earlier about playing each other's playlists for watch times because we help each other with watch times. We share each other's videos. We also help each other by subbing, on our different channels. Some of us have more than one channel. I have 3 channels. One of them I never use, which is bad, but the reason I have it there, and this is a crazy confession to make, it is more like, that room you have in your house where you throw everything. If you have a house or an apartment that's big enough, you have a room and don't call it a junk room because that's not really what it is. I told my husband, this is not a junk room. This is an extra room. In other words, all the extra stuff goes in the extra room. I have an extra channel where all the extra stuff goes when I don't know where to put it, because on my vacations channel, I talk about vacations. On my food channel, I talk about health and food. Everything else goes in my extra channel, and it's called, oddly enough, Foodies Travel. I think it's because I started to say something else and I couldn't find a word, but you know what? I should have called it Foodies Extra. I may have to change the name of the channel, but anyway. So it's always good to have a couple of channels because you want to keep your niche nice and tight, right? It's always good to have them split out a little bit so you don't just start throwing everything in there. The algorithm and YouTube is so confused sometimes. For the longest time on my channel, I wasn't really a creator. And I don't know about y'all, but I had a whole bunch of personal stuff on there. And YouTube didn't send much to me because probably in the algorithm's mind, I was a mess. I had so much stuff there. And then I finally went to a class that talked about YouTube, Grounded Life Travels class, where they talk about YouTube. And it was a pretty good course. But one of the most important things I learned in that course was to keep my niche tight so that the algorithm would understand, oh, by the way, yeah, she's a cruising channel, or she's a travel channel, or she's a food channel. I mean, they say to do that on your title and thumbnail. But I think even when you do it on your thumbnail and title, if you're doing something totally off the wall, it either messes up your normal audience or it messes up the algorithm, one of the two. But it really sends it into like the Twilight Zone. So anyway, well, Scotty J, you and James are welcome to our community, and We will play your playlist. If you have playlists, we will. I do. I go to someone's channel and I see their play mix, and then I just click play mix so that I can see all of their stuff, because some people don't have all of their stuff in one playlist, because actually playlists are supposed to separate everything. So playing the mix shows me everything that they're doing, and that seems to really work for me, because then I get to find out more about them and what they like. Uh, Now, another thing that I do, Scotty, or another thing I do is group cruises, because our community likes to cruise together. Now, confessions here, full disclosure. Ron, welcome to the chat. I'm distracted easily. Ron, to Fam Adventures, hello, welcome to the chat. We were just getting ready to do the group cruise list. My confession, Scott. Oh, Scott, Mr. Controversial Cruiser. I lost during all the craziness, after my dad's funeral and everything. I lost the group cruise list. I had to go back to my video list and listen to myself tell what it is to recreate my group cruise list. How embarrassing, right? And then what was really bad, Scott, I cannot find your celebration information. I don't know what. I really don't know when we started talking about that, but I need to know, Scott, when is the celebration cruising out? I have it in the list, but I don't have times. Okay. I don't have dates. So we're going to go on and do that. And I'm going to tell you what's going on. And if I missed something, I'm sorry. Like I said, I recreated the list. It's been a rough week, y'all. I recreated a list. So there we go. So here we go. 2025, our group cruises for our community, seen as travel on the Vista by Carnival, September 20th through 28th, 2025, out of Port Canaveral. It's a non-group. CNS Travels, if you're on here and this is actually a group instead of a non-group, please let me know. Because I've got that in an old notes. Jeremy and Cheryl of the Go Live Together crew are doing a group cruise on November 9th of this year. It's a non-group MSC Seascape from Galveston, Texas. And you'll find that's a thing. They live in Galveston, Texas, and they cruise out of Galveston, Texas. Man, I wish I could talk Jorge into moving to Galveston, Texas. But anyway, Ryan of PK Adventures has got a cruise this year, and it is the Gobble and Go cruise, because it's November 22nd to the 29th of this year on the MSC World America. Think about that for a minute. World America. And this is a Thanksgiving cruise, so you won't have to cook. That's a biggie, y'all. You won't have to cook. I don't know what to tell you, Ryan. It's not looking good for me, because I heard my father's sister, she's the only one left of 6 siblings, say that we would probably be having Thanksgiving at my house. I heard her say that. And all I could think at the time was, uh-oh. I didn't say anything. Okay, Rob cruising on the high seas, Booze Cruise 3.0, Tampa, Florida is where it starts from. Grandeur of the Seas, 10/25 to November 1st. That one sounds pretty exciting, because I like going out of Tampa. Helping Hands for Cruising also has a cruise, the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, which is November 29th to December 6th, out of Miami on the NCL Encore. Okay, here we are at 2026. Hopefully I got everything for 2025. If I forgot something, y'all, please let me know. In 2026, Eddie's Booze Cruise 4.0. That's of the Go Live Together crew, Eddie Lugo Studio. The 4.0 means this is the 4th Booze Cruise. It leaves on Halloween, which is why it's called Booze Cruise, October 31st of 2026 on the NCL Viva out of Galveston, Texas. Yeah, there's a theme there. Most of our cruises seem to be going out of Galveston, Texas. Anyway, or Miami. The ABC cruise, which has Sea Lake Journeys and Bruce of Ocean to Ocean on it, April 11th of 2026. It's going to Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. Curacao is my favorite place in the world. Carnival Horizon out of Miami. Okay. And then Life with Tanisha has told me that she is going to have a group cruise. Tanisha, is this a non-group or a group cruise? I didn't know which one, so I didn't put anything. Star of the Seas for Royal Caribbean. Yeah, that's going to be the biggest ship, October 25th, 2026. And I know it's at least a 7-day. So I'm going to say 7-day out of Port Canaveral. How exciting, a brand new ship. Yay. She just recently came off the Icon, and I think it inspired her. If I'm right, did that inspire you to get on the Star of the Seas? Eddie Lugos has his anniversary cruise, and it's a non-group cruise, but you're invited. We're going to interrupt their 20th anniversary on the MSC Seaside, June 1st of 2026. It's a shorter cruise. I think it's either a 4 or 5 night cruise, and it's leaving out of Miami. Okay. And then in 20, and I may have forgotten something on 2026, let me know, but if I did, 2027, Scott has, and Scott, you probably typed this in and I've been just reading it and not even noticing it. Scott, please tell me what the dates are on your cruise. But anyway, Scott and CCA, the Carnival Cruise Addicts, have a group cruise. I'm thinking it's a non-group, if I remember correctly. Non-group cruise, Carnival Celebration out of Miami. I don't have the dates because, like I said, Scott, I lost my binder during my absence this month. I had so much stuff on my desk that was both mine and my dad's. I don't know where it is. I have no idea. There you go. So that is our group cruise list. And if you are planning a group cruise, please let me know. Just send me some information. Right there, Nightbot has told you my Facebook group is called I Love Foodie Vacations. And I love the fact that people have started posting there. You know, I tell everybody at least post a short. In fact, the short is probably the best thing to post there because most people on Facebook are not long form watchers. They watch reels and stuff like that. So I would advise you to get them to your channel, to send your best short there about vacations. If you haven't joined yet, all you have to do is go there and join, and it will be in pending until I go to Facebook. And I won't lie to y'all, I don't go to Facebook a whole lot. I try to go there every day, but I'm more of a YouTube person than a Facebook person. So there you go. I will try to get your friend requests done as soon as I go there. So anyway, okay. So the Family Ventures came in, started saying hello to everybody. Ron. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, Scotty said group cruises. Yes, I've got 2. Ooh, and they look exciting. Okay, now what year is that, Scotty? Did you tell me what year? Please tell me what year, because I have to segment them out by year. He's got 2 group cruises that he's hosting. One in October on the Jubilee. Ooh, that sounds exciting. I've never been on the Jubilee either. And the other on the Magic, which I think is Scott's favorite, next March. Okay, so when you say next March, you're talking about 2026. Okay, just let me know what year, what port, and what ship, and we'll get it on here. Okay. Now everybody's saying hello. Scott says the Unmatched, Unhinged, Ungroup cruise, February 14th. Ah, that's what it was, Valentine's Day. How can I forget that, right? February 14th. Oh, and that's going to be a hook for me because, you know, my husband never knows what to do for Valentine's Day. So I'm going to start now, even though it's 2027, I'm going to say, in February 14th of 2027, they have a Valentine's Day cruise on the celebration. We've never been on the celebration, so that's exciting. We've never been on the Jubilee. I think we have been on the Magic. In fact, I'm guessing that we did the Magic when it first came out. I don't remember. It's been a long time. But yeah, February 14th, 2027. Woohoo! Carnival celebration out of Miami. I've got that part. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. Life with Tanisha. Hey, Ron, it is calming down and the dark clouds are lifting. So hopefully we are done. How is it in your part? You guys, weather. It's time for weather, I guess, because we definitely ask Angie. Yesterday was it whipped through so fast. The only good thing is it was so fast. We really didn't have too much time to panic about it. So the winds blew through at 60 miles per hour. Probably took out some stuff. I haven't even looked at the news yet today. I've been watching everybody's chats this morning. Haven't even looked. But Tanisha says, hey, DeFam. Oh, I already read that. DeFam says, we are in the middle of it now. Won't be long and it will be over. I wish you guys lots of safety. Be careful out there because the weather is crazy. I don't know if you guys have noticed, it seems like the tornadoes now, when they come through in groups, which that's just crazy. Anyway, you look at it. So Ryan says, so when are you booking with me, Vicki? I know, Ryan, it's not looking good. It is not looking good. In fact, the only thing for sure this year, and you guys know, I normally travel a lot. The only thing for sure is we've got to go to Puerto Rico in the summer because Jorge's mom passed a month before my dad passed, and they haven't taken the ashes to Puerto Rico, and they're planning to do a memorial. That's the only thing that is on our calendar right now, because as you know, we were going on Virgin when Dad passed, and so that was canceled, obviously. And now we're kind of like, I don't know, we're kind of like just both of us are, I think, reeling. We got a new puppy. We're just kind of reeling from, we inherited this poodle, and he's the cutest thing, but just so busy, We're reeling from all the things that have happened. So we haven't planned anything. I think we're just still kind of stunned about everything. So we haven't planned anything. But Ryan, you don't know how much I want to go on that trip because it sounds like it's going to be great. I've seen the videos of World America, and that looks like the most awesome ship. MSC, I'm so proud of them. I mean, they've come a long way. When I first went on MSC, it was a ship that came here called the Lyrica. I don't know if you ever heard of it before. And it was a New Year's Eve cruise. And MSC was totally unknown in the United States at that time. And I was impressed with the ship because those guys make some awesome ships. But the service and everything, the food was very strange. The whole time I was on the ship, I kept thinking to myself, man, they got a long ways to go to catch up to Carnival and Royal. So they're finally getting to the point now where people are not, knocking them as much as they used to. I think the Seascape really helped with that, But this World America ship, wow, it is impressive. So if you get a chance, sign up for that cruise. Gosh, I really hope that I get to, but it's not looking good, Ryan, because of the family and of what the stuff that just happened. My family is kind of torn apart at the moment because we lost so many people in the last year. All of the seniors, practically except for one. And then including my dad. So it's, my kids and everything are like, no, Mom, please don't go somewhere, And then my aunt's like, we're going to do a group over at your house. And I was like, okay, I understand it. I do have the biggest house. We have a large family. I do have a big house, but I just really wanted to cruise out for Thanksgiving this year, hoping, praying that I'd get a chance to get away. Uh, Groups with family and friends and all are welcome. She said concerning her group, which, like I said, is in 2026. Tanisha's group is going to be awesome. So it is a non-group. Okay. It's a group that any group can come, anybody, they don't have to sign up with you. In other words, I didn't understand the whole non-group thing, and then Eddie broke it down for me. It just means that they can sign up with anybody to go on the trip. And then Ron says, I think it's February 14, 2027 for the celebration cruise. I am definitely going on that cruise because it's far enough out that I'll be able to like save up for it and also convince my husband eventually. I'm not going to tell him about it yet though. He's still stunned. I'm going to leave him alone this year. I'm not going to force any cruises on him. He likes all inclusives, as you guys know. I've said this enough. He's not really a fan of taking a lot of cruises. So every time I go to book a cruise, I have to go through this song and dance about the cruise ship, everything. Yeah. And DeFam said, but not positive, but Scott did say February 14th of 2027. So that's good. Scott says, Ron said, yes, that's the one. Okay. Wow, touched this thing and it went crazy. Tanisha, yes, Icon inspired me to go on Star, booked while we were on the Star. My mom has never been on a cruise or a desire to go, but she is booked on the Star of the Seas. Come on, y'all, join the fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. And it's in 2026 and it's in October. Now, it's going to be interesting because that's also during the booze cruise thing, October 25th and October 31st. So we'll see what happens, but you know, that's going to be an interesting thing to see who gets to go on the booze cruise and who goes on the Star. I gotta say, I love the Icon. I really did. It was one of the most interesting cruises I've ever taken. Not only because it's a new and big ship, but because it had such a unique layout, for a ship. Because the Pearl just kind of made it a little different than most Royal cruises. And, you guys know I've cruised Royal for many years. So I was intrigued by that. Tanisha says, I do not do FB a lot either. YT is the best place to catch me. It is the best place. And I'm biased. She says 213 days until Mardi Gras. Wow. That's another cruise that would really be nice. I would love to go on Mardi Gras. Have not done that or the celebration or Jubilee. So I'm gonna get on one of those at least, probably two of those. My granddaughter Kaylee, Angie says, on Floaty Boaty, whatever floats your boat. My granddaughter Kaylee is watching with me this morning. Oh, hi Kaylee. How are you doing, Kaylee? Are you doing good hanging out with your grandma? I can't believe you're a grandma. Angie? I don't know. Okay, if you say so. Kaylee, that's so sweet. I wish I had. My granddaughter is only 4. I hardly ever see her, but I wish she would be able to. So Scotty says October 18th, 2025. Okay, I will write. I won't write it right now. I'll wait. I do have the live replay, by the way. The chat. I didn't realize that I could. This is how much I know about YouTube, by the way. I didn't realize that I could see the chat later. I was going all the way to Nightbot and looking in the activity logs. Yeah. Anyway, but I'm glad you posted that. October 18th to 25th of 2025, Terror on Jubilee in Galveston, open group. Okay. March 15th of 2026, Carnival Magic. Do you believe in magic? Do you believe in magic? Non-group, group cruises. Okay. Yeah, that sounds okay. The magic, where does that go out of? Is probably Miami, right? I don't know, but yeah, let us know where it goes out of. Tanisha, I want to go to the Helen meetup. We're going to the Helen meetup next year, even if we all have to get in like a same bus that starts out from where you are. We are all going to Helen next year. Need the dates. Someone in here will tell us the date. See, I told you someone would tell us the date. Need the dates of the fam. Hey, Kaylee. Yes. Hey, Kaylee. And then Ryan says March 6th through the 8th. Okay, I'm going to put that on here. March 6th through the 8th. Although I could get it by just looking at the live for Helen. We're going to see if we really bust out the Helen meetup this next year. We'll just invite everybody. We'll see how many people show up. But March 6th to 8th. Okay. Thank you, Ron and Ryan. See, everybody knows except us, Tanisha. And what's funny is Darian came on here, magnificent Germany with Darian. He came on here and he told us all the dates for like the next 10 years. I mean, I was like, dude has got it planned out. So, we should never miss a Helen meetup again. For Helen meetup. Hey, Kaylee. Scotty said, okay. Thanks, PK Adventure. Mel and I, Ryan says of PK Adventure Travels, Mel and I are doing a TA tour. I heard you say that of it the first week of May. So be on the lookout. Please come here right before that, and tell us to remind us to do that again. And I'll also put a little note on here to help me remember, say May pre-tour, so that we will remember to look at your tour when you post it, because I want to see that. So be on the lookout for the highlight tour of the World America mid-May on our channel. Then anyone who likes it can call us and book the November Gobble and Go cruise. Yay! LOL. Okay, Tanisha. Well, Sherry with Awesome Sun says, I love Sherry, by the way, is the travel agent handling the bookings, but I am inviting everyone because I want to experience the fun with everyone. Okay, Sherry is the travel agent, though. That is good to know. I'm going to add her to the group as the TA in case anybody wants to book through a TA. That would be good too. Okay. Here we go. Feel free to post your best vacation videos, y'all, on the Facebook group. Angie says, of whatever floats your boat, girl, I'm 60. No. No. She's 15. She says, hi, Queen. Aww. I just realized I was planning to put on a different shirt before the show. I got caught up in the discussion and forgot to do it, but I do have a shirt somewhere that says Queen. Scotty says, I'm still learning, YT. Dude, you are in the right place. We are all learning about YT. There are some people that come to this group that know a lot about YT, but most of us are new channels, okay? And not even new channels. Let's just say new creators, because my channel is old. I've had it forever, but I just started creating not too long ago. I totally get it. You're learning YT. You're at a great place. We talk about it almost every day. Scotty said his cruise, the magic is out of Miami. I had a feeling. Look, if you say Miami, you're probably guessing right most of the time. The Helen meetup, you don't know about the Helen meetup? Scotty, oh, you got to go and you got to bring James. And let me just say, you're going to love it because it's all creators. I mean, nothing better as a new creator than being around creators who've been creators for a while, because you learn so much stuff. And like I said, our community, as you know, we support each other and help each other. So not only will you get to meet new people, but you will also get to learn a lot of new stuff. So that's awesome. But the Helen meetup is in Georgia, and they stay in the hotel, the Hellendorf. And there is videos, there are videos out there. If you go to Magnificent Germany with or by, Darion, Darion, or if you go to Eddie Lugo's studio, who else has done Helen videos? I mean, there's a lot in our community, a lot of people that have done a Helen video about the last meetup that happened. And Denise even shot a Bone Tired Traveler. She shot a live while she was there. Uh, who else? Ron, were you there? Ron, well, tell us. Let us know if you have already done a Helen video and posted it. But Helen Meetup is where our community, meets up to hang out and eat and talk. And it just seemed like a good place to meet up because a lot of us are in the South. Speaking of, where are you at, Scotty? This may not be close, but that is one of the reasons. It's because it's driving distance for a lot of us. And also because Helen is such a crazy awesome place. It's very it seems like Germany. It's I don't even know how to describe it. You just have to see it. So I can't wait to go next year, and that's such a good week for me to go. So we're gonna all plan on it. Tanisha says, I have added Helen Meetup to my calendar. I am right next door in Bama, so a close drive for me. And look, Ron is in, where are you at, Ron? Are you in Tennessee? But Fam Adventures, that's Ron. Life with Tanisha is 4-hour drive if you can get through ATL traffic. Oh, it's on the bottom of ATL. I thought it was on the top of ATL. Oh, no. It's not a bad drive at all. Oh my gosh. Uh, Ron says, at Scotty J Travels, it's a YouTube creator meeting in Helen, Georgia. It's a meetup for us. Yes, our community. Because not everybody in our community cruises. You know, Savage Batman is not here right now, which surprises me. He never misses. I hope he's okay, because now that I've said that, I'm thinking Gotham. I hope it's okay. But Savage Batman has never been on a cruise, and we're going to get him on a cruise. Brian, that's the person you need to be working on. Wouldn't it be crazy if his first cruise was on World America? Wow, right? Um, and then Defam Adventure says, about 100 of your close friends enjoying a weekend together. 100, really? Oh my gosh. Anyway, the Fam Adventures there. Oh, Captain Billy J. That's another person. Captain Billy J Travels. I saw his Helen video. I saw his first one. I haven't seen the rest of them. There are several of us TA around. And D Fam Adventures, learning every day. The Fam Adventures. I feel you. I really feel you. I learn something every day. I try to, on the weekend especially, and I like that our community has different styles of doing things. Some people do it this way, some people do it that way. I've noticed the way that we start our videos off are all different, because Eddie always starts us off like in the car. I'm never in a car. I don't even like starting mine in the terminal, although I have done it a couple of times. I prefer my cruises starting as I'm walking on the cruise ship. A lot of people don't do it that way. So everybody does something different. We all have different styles, but the good news is there's a lot of knowledge in this group. So if you have any questions about YouTube, this is a great chat to do it. It's kind of an open forum, like it's an open forum about supporting each other on YouTube and on cruising. So this is a great place to ask questions if you want to. I can't promise you we'll have an answer, but I can promise you that we probably know somebody who has an answer. Now, realize some of us are cruising on the other side of the world right now. Bill Armstrong of Warmstrong Adventures is in either New Zealand or Australia right now. I'm not sure exactly where Bill is at the moment, but I know he was in Sydney. Nettie and JT are in New Zealand now. They were in Sydney too, but they left on March 21st. And I think she said she was in Sydney from the 21st to the 24th. She has posted videos on the Facebook. So you should go check that out. So I'm pretty excited about that. Thank you, Nettie. Um, or I should say pictures, because I don't think they're videos. I have not really looked at anything yet. I'm going to go to Facebook today and try and check out what's going on as far as what people are posting. It's okay, by the way, Scotty, to post videos on my YouTube channel. I mean, my Facebook channel, Facebook group. See, that's bad. Facebook group, because I'm not one of those people that say, don't post on my Facebook group. I want people to post there. The people there are friends of mine, a lot of them that love vacations, and they're checking them out. I saw the insights. They're especially looking at the shorter ones because, like I said, they don't have a long attention span. They're Facebook people. They like short videos, like reels, So, oh, Tanisha says, the fam adventures. I like to leave early, so I usually miss a good chunk of that mess. I would rather arrive anywhere as early as 2 hours ahead to miss traffic. I do not mind waiting. Yeah. I don't like Atlanta's traffic. I won't lie to you. That's my father used to live in McDonough, and both of my kids have lived in Gwinnett and Conyers, and I'm going to tell you, if you have to go down to McDonough and go through Atlanta, I told Dad, please, next time, well, he's not here now, but if he ever moved to Atlanta again, I would be like, please move to the top of Atlanta, not the bottom. But the fam adventures, that's what we do. Besides, if you get to Helen early, you still win. I know, they didn't get to do the ice cream this time. We were going to see what spaghetti ice was really about. Spaghetti ice is an ice cream combo of syrup and ice cream, and it looks like spaghetti, but it's actually ice cream. I don't know how to explain it, but it looked pretty good. That's what we do. Scotty J. Travels, I need a creator meetup in my life. You really do. And it may not be the only creator meetup. Where are you from, Scott? Where are you living right now? Because they have other meetups. I don't know where they are. Nobody has told me, but I've heard people talk about it. So, Tanisha, I am also a TA. Wow, Tanisha, you do it all, girl. Tanisha's also, as you notice, an RN. I wear several hats and involved in too many things to name. We all do. I think if you're a creator, that's just a thing. Creators have a tendency to be very not extroverted, because that's probably not a good way to describe us. A lot of us are introverted. I'm not one of them, by the way. But we do have a tendency to be busy. We like to do a lot of stuff. TWP Popcorn. The fam adventure says, come on, Scotty, come to the meetup. TWP Popcorn, welcome to the chat. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? TWP Popcorn, please share your link with us. We have new people in here, okay, that might want to cook up with you. The fam adventures, Darion. Yes, Darion is in here? No. Did I skip that? But no, Darion is the person who is in charge of the Helen meetup. He's the one who plans it out. He's very, very good at that. He also does some really great Germany. If you're thinking about going to Germany, he's such a sweetie pie. He said that he will help anybody with our itinerary and stuff if they're going to Germany, because he's very familiar with that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I noticed it's almost 10:30. I haven't got to the bottom of the chat yet. So there you go. So Scotty, yeah, that would be great. Please come. Please come to the meetup, and also be sure to come back here again so that we can help you any way we can. Scott is saying hello. Scott is saying hello to everybody. to Family Ventures, I have video for Hellendorf in as well as our day one and day two. Oh, okay. There you go, Scotty. The Fam Adventures. Y'all be sure and hook up. Ron, he did put his link up above, so it's in there. So you may have to scroll up a little bit, but he did show us his link so that we could connect with him. Bama, about 25 minutes from At Life with Tanisha. Really? You guys are that close. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay, so the Family Adventures, it is on top of ATL. Thank you. We have to drive through ATL to get there. Oh, you have to drive from ATL. I get it now. Okay, I was like, we do, but no, we're above ATL, so just barely. So we don't have to drive through there, I guess. But oh, Tia John's Journeys. Oh, hi. Welcome to the chat. Just took our first cruise in January. Wow. Thank you for coming here. As you know, we are a Connect and Grow community. If you want to show us your link, all you do is type #grow, and we'll show everybody how to connect with you. That's awesome. You guys, I'm so glad you're here. Your first cruise in January. Where'd you go? I'm curious. The Fam Adventures. We will also be doing a Helen recap tonight on our monthly Monday Mix Live. Oh, okay. So we just come to your channel and we can see that, right? Come join us. Everybody's saying hello to T and John. And then they're saying good morning. And how many do you have booked now? Angie, hello, T and Journey. T and Journey saying hello to everybody else. We hope you enjoyed your cruise, is what Tanisha is saying, and I agree with that. First time cruising. We can all remember our first cruise. I don't know about you guys. Mine was not that long. It was only 4 nights. We were talking about lengths of cruises in one of the chats earlier. I think it was Conscious Cruiser. It was Scott, yeah. So we were talking about length. And my first cruise was 4 nights. And, I didn't really think about it being too short because I'd never cruised before. But I do remember thinking, wow, I wish I could do this again, like tonight when we got off. But anyway, T and John's Journey say, we did have a good time. It went by way too fast, though. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, it seems like sometimes the cruises just fly by. But Tanisha, I'll be watching this evening at Defam Adventures. Okay, that's a good thing to do. Tonight is Monday. What normally happens on Monday night? I don't even remember. And then I didn't have Eddie announcing it today, so, or maybe he did, or maybe somebody did. I just missed that part. T and John say they're slowly posting our videos, working on our day 3 video. Okay, well, you're doing great. I still have a video I haven't posted yet. And I took my trip pretty early, so, you're doing great. I'm just saying, just keep posting, y'all. To Fam Adventures, T and John Journey. Yet is the key word. Yet. Yeah, yet is. I haven't yet finished my last icon video. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Y'all know why. You know what happened to me this last month. But I haven't posted it. I haven't even looked at the videos. I'm going to take like a little break, just a little one, and come right back to it. But I will still come here every day to talk with you guys. Tanisha said, at T and John's Journeys, that and having to get off the ship are the 2 bad things about cruising for me. Shake my head. I try to have a couple of cruises booked to help some, but it's still bad. If you consider that we're always going to cruise again, I mean, unless of course, we don't go much further in life. But if you go further in life, you're going to cruise again. I don't let it get to me. I always think in my mind, I wish the cruise wasn't over. But if you do like Warmstrong and book a cruise, or like you did, book a cruise before you get off a cruise, the most exciting part is looking forward to another cruise to me. So, just book another cruise. Don't worry about it. Don't stress yourself. Just put it out there. Um, and if you book it far enough and you book it with a TA, you'll probably get a good price. You'll probably be able to pay it off if you have to do it that way. So it's a good thing. Savage Batman. Hey, Vicky. Hi, Batman. I just talked you up at Pitts Life. Hey. Hi, Camille. How are you doing? I'm back. And Camille, I need to call you. I was thinking that last night at about 10:30, she said, when you get better, call me. And I was thinking, okay, I'm better, but it's 10:30 at night. I'm not going to call you. So I need to call you. Hello, dear. Welcome to the chat. We are past 11 o'clock, but that's okay. Sometimes we go past 11 o'clock. My daughter is coming here to pick me up today. We're going over to my dad's house. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I have to sell his house. And yeah, he was a widower. My stepmom kind of had a lot of stuff. I wouldn't call her a hoarder as such, but she had enough stuff that I would say she was on the edge. Okay. And I loved her to death, but oh my gosh, there's just so much stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do, but anyway, that's what I'm doing right after this is working on that, and I'll probably be working on that for quite some time. Scotty says, I'm located in Little Rock, Arkansas. Really? I used to live in Blytheville, Arkansas. If you've ever heard of Blytheville, I mean, it's not a very big city, but my father was in the military and we were stationed at Blytheville, Arkansas. And you know what, dude? I never once got to Little Rock. We talked about this continuously while we were there. It was like, one day we'll go to Little Rock. We always end up going to Memphis because we were closer to Memphis. But anyway, that's great. So I don't know if that driving distance, Arkansas to Atlanta is a long ways. Okay. I don't know. But we hope you get to go. In any case, you may fly or whatever, but come and meet with us next year on the Helen Meetup. Everybody's saying hello to Camille of Pitts Life at Pitts Life. We do have some new people in the chat. So feel free to type #grill. I know it's 11 o'clock, but if you would like to connect with Scotty J's Travel, please do that. And Scotty, if you want to show your link again, please feel free. It's nothing. We want you to connect with everybody. So there you go. Oh, Savage Batman said, hey, Gotham President Scott, whatever floats your boat in Tunisia, how are y'all? And then he says, I liked and shared the stream. Thank you, Savage Batman. That's so sweet. And the green hearts are from Camille. Thank you so much, you guys. Tanisha says, got to drop off. Have a great day, everyone. Hey, I know some of y'all are working right now because it's, almost 11:15, y'all. But so I understand if you're dropping off, I'm going to be dropping off as well. But you guys, I had such a great day with y'all, the whole morning just hanging out. Some of us saw each other several times. T and John Journey says, out of NOLA, Costa Maya, Road Time, Cozumel, and Hurricane, Harvest Caye. That was a nice cruise. Okay, you guys had a good time. I'm so glad. I'm going to have to go over and see those videos. Thank you. Thank you, T and John's Journey. And Angie said, our mother, daughter, granddaughter cruises in 217 days. That sounds like fun. I can't believe that you're a grandmother, but whatever. Have to clean out my parents' home was awful. Angie, it's the worst thing. It is the hardest thing. And that's why my daughter's going with me, because she knows I'm going to cry. But anyway. Hello, everyone from Camille. I'm out working, so I may be missing some of the chat. Yeah, this is the end, dear. So I'm not going to stay on much longer. In fact, I'm about to leave out here. This is Scotty's link so that you connect with him. You'll love Camille. She's awesome. Okay. Scotty says, had so much fun. Thanks for a fab life. Thank you, sweetie, for coming. And thank you for, being the sweetheart that you are. So I'm going to go and check you and James out some more. And this is the end, y'all. You guys have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Be sure to hit the like button, before you go. And I just thank you. I'm back, baby. Talk to y'all later. Have a great day.